In this video, I will show you the most optimum way to set up common housing and a very aggressive housing block in Emperor Rise of the Middle Kingdom. Why do I call it aggressive? Because with this, you can not only produce a lot of space for all the labor that you need in your city, but also put down elite housing which will let you put down more forts and therefore secure the future of your city forever. The way to do it is to make spaces of 4 by 4s and then pinch them in by one tile. So you would have 4 by 4s all around over here. This would allow you to put in a mixture of both common as well as elite housing. We are then going to grand way the whole thing. It doesn't matter which direction you choose, you are not going to fail in this way. You want to put in all the inside ones too. And now, if you are doing, check out the amount of housing that we can put. If we put down common housing over here, then this particular house right here is without a road connection. Therefore, you want to put down a road over here. Similarly, for the house over here, road connection here, road connection here. To beautify, you can put down a Tai Chi park in the center of this build. But if you block, and you can have one house over here, but if you block this particular tile, this one, and this one, you are going to have a bad day. Therefore, make sure you have gardens so that the walkers of the house, the residents of this house, can walk in and get access to their house. The walkers which are walking on this outer route give benefits up to 2 tiles. So if he is over here, then it is it's a square route, and then it's less than actually 2. So you will be able to get benefit. This road is going to give house access to this house, and therefore everything is going to be good. You're going to put 4 more housing over here, 4 more housing over here, 4 more over here, 1 over here. You can put in, and we leave these 2 empty for utility buildings. Next, you want to put in housing in these 4 corners. These 4 indents which have now been created by the Grandway, and houses on top of them. These houses, as you can see, are too far away from the road. Therefore, you want to have one road connecting them on the outside. If you have problems, you can delete and put in further amounts of houses. I'm not going to care about Feng Shui in this one, and we're just going to place all the buildings irrespective of Feng Shui. I have got advanced playthrough where I make the whole thing work with perfect Feng Shui. Now, more houses, more houses. Check out the amount of houses that we can build. And you want to go from the corners, and you want to place without any gaps. This is going to be the maximum number of housing that you can put. Now let's place the utility buildings. So we'll go to number 5 and begin over there. We'll have an inspector tower, we will have a watchtower, we will have acupuncturist, we will have a herbalist, we'll have water. That's the safety. So all these are required. The guard tower is not necessary if you're playing the vanilla game or easier versions of the game, but much required in advanced gaming. You want to tax your people, because this is not a philanthropic organization, but to place a tax office, you need to place down an administrative city, which I'm going to do over there, and I'm going to place tax people on the corner. That's all you require from your government tab. That's number 6. Your entertainment has to be placed outside, so they are going to be connected via road and they will reach your city. For common housing, all you need are the music school and the acrobat school. That's it. You don't need more. You don't need drama. You need drama for higher level of housing, which will be in the palatial block, which will be in a separate video. Lastly, very important is religion. You want to place an ancestor's tower, ancestor's shrine, and let's make some space because we ran out. Because of this one a little rock which is over there having a nice time. That's what rocks generally do. And you want to put down either a Taoist or a Buddhist shrine. That's all the religion that you require for common housing. And even if you replace these houses with elite housing, even then this should suffice. If you want to give them a Confucian Academy access, feel free to do so. You don't need to, but you may. Now, why did I say in the beginning this is a very aggressive building block? The reason for that is once you have got hemp and ceramic inside your city, this can become very, very quickly turned into a warrior producing society. So we are going to get rid of all these weak sauce houses. We are going to get rid of the Tai Chi Park, similarly on this side. And now we are going to start beautifying our block, which is going to happen with, say, 2 statues. Place 2 away from this row. You want to place down trees in these edges. You can decorate as you wish. You can put down statues. Statues have slightly higher desirability. And if you make a 4x4 of these 1x1 statues, then it is the highest amount of desirability that you can generate. So if I put down 4 of these soldiers, this is the highest amount of desirability in the game. We are not going to do that. And now we can put down, because we don't have common housing on either end, we can change this to 2 common housing. And now comes the smart bit, is where you place down 5 elite houses in these corners. And 5 elite houses, once they go up to lavish shiheyuan, for which you need appetizing food, you need both kinds of entertainment, so that's music and acrobat, ancestor shrine, a herbalist, and you will go to, and 1 bolt of silk. You will then be able to progress to lavish shiheyuans, which will increase your fort capacity by 1 per lavish shiheyuan. Lastly, you want to make space for a market which is going to supply all this shenanigans that you're going to pull with this housing block. So we are going to make space, pull it out. This road doesn't need to be present anymore because this house is actually touching this road. And now we are going to place our market all the way outside. And for such a large block, you want to always go for a grand market. You want to put in food, and you want to start with bland food, and then once you are ready to evolve your elite housing, you want to go to appetizing food. That's the maximum amount that they need. Higher is required for nobles, higher nobles, but we are not going to do that because we're just interested in making a lavish shiheyuan and converting that into a fort.
Don't worry.
And you want to also have a silk shop because of the nobles that you're going to put down. You do not need to give this block any lacquerware because you won't be able to move them beyond lavish shiheyuans because the desirability, even if you give them tasty food and wares, the desirability in this particular block is not enough to push them up. For that you need imperial ways, which is not going to fit inside this block. So have fun with this block. I have demonstrated exactly how to use this block, how to change it from a normal common housing block to a very powerful 5 lavish shiheyuan, and then converting it into forts and conquering all the enemies. Have fun, guys. If you have questions, drop them in the comment section below. One last thing that I will need to tell you before I leave, because we're not done yet, is a gray wall over here, and you want to make sure that only the market employees are able to enter so that the workers who are walking on this circuit do not just leave and go on a holiday. You also want to block this end of the market so that the workers don't leave from the other side. You can enclose all of this in beautiful walls, and it's going to make sure that all the housing inside evolves. Make sure to use the Feng Shui accordingly. So this is a generalist video, and therefore Feng Shui is not paid any mind. Make sure you connect your entertainment to this market in some manner, and then you also produce protection for your these buildings, for your all the extraneous buildings. Have fun, guys, and I'll catch you on the next one. This has been the Strategic Indian signing out.